Okay, the class has started. Now, what we want to do today is to discuss what is called terms.
Yeah, term. Let me tell you an example of a term.
Okay, so what are the terms? You
Um,
know,
yeah,
in when you go to school,
yeah,
you have first term, you take holiday, then you have your second term, you take another holiday, then you have your third term, right?
yeah.
So these are the terms we're talking about here. So for us to have time, so such things also happens in mathematics. When we have for instance minus 2 times 3 plus 4 times 5 minus 3, like this expression as it is now, we can separate this expression into terms. So how do we demarcate one term from another term? So to be able to demarcate one term from another term, what we should understand from here is that two signs are used to demarcate one term from another term. Those are the plus and the minus.
That means
So the
holiday.
plus and the minus, they serve as the holiday that students have whenever they go to school. So it separates one term from another term, which means if we go through this expression from left to right up to the end, and as we are traversing the expression, the signs that we see, if for instance the first one we see here is minus 2, is multiplying 3. So this minus 2 and 3, they are within a term until we come to the positive sign. The moment we come to the positive sign, that term has ended. So this particular point is where the holiday is happening. So whenever we come across the plus sign, that is where the holiday is happening. Now, the second term now begins from here. It continues. The sign we come across here is is a multiplication. So we need to continue until we come to see another sign, which is minus. The moment we see plus or minus, then that term has ended. Then another term begins here. So this tells us in this expression, this particular expression, there are three terms. So this is the first term, and this is the second term, and this is the third term. So this is how we are able to demarcate one term from another. So this particular term, it's used, this particular expression of term, it helps us to be able to combine those ones that are within the same term. We're able to combine them together so that we don't mix them up. So that is what we understand by term here. At this point, let's look at another example. Now here, if we have this expression minus minus 3 plus minus 4 times minus minus plus 5 divided by minus minus 2. Now if you look at this expression, who can tell me, can you tell me how many terms we have in this expression?
Yeah,
Okay, so how many terms are there?
4.
There are 4 terms?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There are how many terms there?
How many times there?
So we don't have 4 terms there. We only have 2 terms.
2 times?
Yeah, there are just 2 terms there.
Why?
Okay, so why there are 2 terms here is the fact that if you look at this expression from here to here, after the 4, the next sign you see is what? Is multiplication.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this multiplication is telling us that this 4 is multiplying 5,
Yeah.
right? It tells us that this 4 here is multiplying this 5. And this 5 is dividing minus 2.
Yeah.
You get it? So which means from here like this, up to this point is one term. And from here to here is another term. So there are just two terms here. So this is how we recognize terms, because that helps us to solve this problem easily. Now, if we want to solve this problem now, it's going to be minus times minus. So that's this minus times minus is going to be plus, right? We know our answer is plus there. Plus times minus is going to be minus,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
4 times minus is plus, plus times plus, so which is 5, right? So this is 4 times 5, right?
Yeah.
And this is divided by division is also within a term. So minus times minus is plus. So at this point now, we can see clearly that this expression from here to here is within a single term, right? It's within a single term.
Yeah.
So it's now going to be 3 minus 4 times 5, that is 20 divided by 2. So it's going to be 20 all over 2. So 20 over 2, that is 10, right?
Okay.
So this expression is now equal to 3 minus 10. And 3 minus 10 is what? Minus 7, right?
Yeah.
So minus 7. So this is the final answer. So
Yeah.
this tells us, so with the understanding of what a term means, you are able to solve this problem. Without that understanding, one might run into problems. So this is how this is done. Okay, we are looking at another example here. So looking at this example, can you tell me how many terms are here? In this example, we see that there are how many terms? First, we see division here. There is division sign here. Another division sign is here. So you know that this division, on the left hand side there is a number, on the right hand side there is a number. So those two numbers between the two division sign, they are within a single term. Then looking at this division again, on its left hand side there is a number, on its right hand side there is a number. So these two numbers, they are within a term. So you can see that we only have plus and minus here, which we can reduce to a single sign. So it means from here to here is one term, and from here to here is another term. So there are just two terms here. So this is how we are going to be able to solve this problem. So if you now say minus times minus, it's going to be what? Plus. So that will be 2 divided by plus times minus, minus. Then also, looking at this one also, plus times minus times plus is going to be minus. So that's minus. Then 4 minus times minus here is going to be plus, right?
Yes.
So 4 divided by 2. So it's going to be minus 4 divided by 2. So here now we will now use the 2 to divide the minus. So when we are working within a specific term. So this is going to be minus 2 all over 1, which is of course minus 2, and 4 divided by 2, right? So this is 4 all over 2. So minus 2 over 1, of course, is going to be minus 2, and minus 4 over 2, that's going to be minus 2. So minus 2 is going to be minus 4, which is the final answer. So this is how we get this. So at this point, we want to we'll continue from here in our next lecture or next class.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, bye bye. Subscribe, and like and share our video.